3DO.
They came from the depths of the void, an ancient enemy of an ancient people. No one knows why they hate us so, or why they have made war upon us. Some say the struggle against their evil is the mandate of heaven. Though their origins and purpose are shrouded in mystery, their plan is simple. They travel, they land, and then they conquer. Now, they are here on our world to do to us what they have done to so many others. And they will do it, unless someone stops them.
Falagar.
Come with me. You have much to learn before you can deal with the likes of those monsters. Since the arrival of the devils, foul creatures and evil spirits have appeared throughout the land. These signs and omens can have but one meaning, that your destiny is part of the mandate of heaven.
So hello everyone and welcome to what will be a Let's Play of Might and Magic 6, the Mandate of Heaven. I have before this played through a Let's Play, or two Let's Plays actually, of Might and Magic 7. So, you know, I'm doing this kind of backwards, but deal with it. Either way, Might and Magic 6 is definitely a very different game to Might and Magic 7, as well as having a lot of similarities. The same setup is pretty normal. You have control 4 characters in the same way as with Might and Magic 7. And you can choose between the various different classes for them. And you go around adventuring, questing, and eventually you become a pretty important political player in the world. So, let's get to the party creation.
Having cheated death during the night of shooting stars,
I forgot that this guy talked.
You find yourself as far from your village of Sweetwater as old Falagar's magic could take you. 3 years have passed while Falagar imparted what knowledge he could to train you in your chosen professions. But the time came at last when he could teach you no more, and you have ventured into the world to seek your fame and fortune. Now, a world away from your lost home, you have stumbled across evidence of a terrible conspiracy involving a new religious cult. 5 letters from King Roland to his wife Catherine, and a letter from the King of the Devils to a wicked traitor named Solman have turned up in an abandoned goblin camp. Your fate seems inextricably bound to these letters and that awful night, and your role in the events to come may be larger than anyone could imagine. The tools you have are but a small sum of gold, your wits, and a lot of potential. The roads ahead are infinite, and all the choices are yours to make. So choose wisely. Good luck.
Thanks! So, yeah, I forgot to talk about the intro. So basically what has happened here, if you remember in Might and Magic 7, we battled devils at some points. Like, for an example, we went into the Hive. Without spoiling too much, if this is your first encounter with the Might and Magic lore, because, you know, Might and Magic 7 surprisingly happened story-wise after Might and Magic 6. I know, it's amazing. So basically, the village of Sweetwater, where our party is apparently from, or at least where they stayed at, was attacked by this sudden appearance of devil-like creatures. And as they stated, as we saw in the intro, managed to run away by diving into a well somehow, and we found Falagar, an old wizard / mentor type person, who trained us for a few years and then teleported us away as far as he could. Then, in an abandoned goblin camp, apparently around somewhere where we were teleported to, I imagine, we stumbled across some letters that revealed that somebody named Solomon is a traitor, and also some letters from King Roland, which we remember from Might and Magic 7, to Queen Catherine, that we also remember from Might and Magic 7. So now we're standing in front of the gates of New Sorpigal, and we are ready to start our adventure. But of course, we have to go through party creation first, which is a terrific thing. Like this is what Might and Magic 6, or Might and Magic in general, is for me, is great characters. Might and Magic 6 do not feature different races, they only have humans. But at the same time, they also feature a lot of great voice acting and a lot of fun characters to choose from. Like, for an example, this guy over here, he's a must in this party. I think I'm gonna first, before I start going through like the different people to choose from, I'm gonna choose the classes first. The thing is, in this game, they treat skills rather differently than Might and Magic 7. So, like, for an example, if you have a paladin here and you teach him dagger, he can actually master the dagger, which is the same as, like, in Might and Magic 7, we also have Grandmaster skill. That is taken away here. But as long as a person can actually learn a skill, they can master it. So, yes, you will have Master Leather Armor on our sorcerers. Again, you can have like Master Axe with the Archer. So skills are only... Yes, some classes can't learn specific skills. You can with a glitch, but we're not going to use that glitch. But if a class can learn a skill, they can master it. Which makes, for an example, a Druid way more useful than it is in Might and Magic 7, where a Druid could only get to Master level, but not Grandmaster level in most schools of magic. So here, for example, Cleric and Sorcerer are perhaps not as useful as you might think, but yeah. Either way, the classes are fewer than in Might and Magic 7. You only have 6 classes to choose from. You have the Knight, Pure Fighter. The Knight class is a workhorse fighting class. Knights start with the largest selection of weapons and armor and may ultimately use any type of weapon or armor. Being the toughest warriors of the classes, Knights begin with the greatest number of hit points and get the most number of hit points when they advance in level. Knights can be promoted to Cavalier status with a 2 hit point per level gain, and then Champion status with another 2 hit points per level gain. Knights may never learn spells, nor may they ever learn the meditation skill. or need. A cross between Knights and Cleric, Paladins perform both roles well, but not as well as the more focused classes they borrow from. Like Knights, Paladins can learn to use any type of weapon or armor, although they don't have as many choices to begin with. Paladins may also begin with the spirit realm of magic, and can also learn to use the clerical mind and body realms. They cannot, however, learn to use the greater realms of light and dark, nor any of the elemental realms. Paladins that are true to their cause may be promoted to Crusaders, gaining 1 hit point and spell point per level, and ultimately to Hero, gaining another hit point and spell point per level. Paladins may learn all of the secondary skills. That's pretty nice. Clerics in Enroth are adventuring spellcasting holy men. A cleric is a mediocre fighter, but an excellent spellcaster with spells concentrating on healing and defensive themes. Clerics and sorcerers are the only 2 classes that can learn from the mirrored path of the light and dark, and the awesome spell these realms of magic offer. They are, unfortunately, rather limited in their weapons, with mace, staff, and bow being their only choices. Armor is a little better, with plate being their only kind forbidden them, and they have no restrictions on secondary skills. With much diligence and study, clerics can be promoted to priests, gaining 1 hit point and spell point per level, and eventually to high priests, gaining another hit point and spell point. Like paladins, the archer is a hybrid of the knight and sorcerer classes. Archers may learn to use any type of weapon, specializing in the bow, of course, but they may never learn the shield or plate armor skills. They are compensated by beginning with the air realm of magic, and may eventually learn to use the rest of the elemental realms as well. The greater realms of light and dark are, however, beyond their grasp. Archers can be promoted to battle mage, getting 1 hit point and spell point per level, and eventually may become warrior mages, getting another hit point and spell point per level. All of the secondary skills are open to the archer, so basically they are a paladin only with focusing on fire, earth, air, water, while paladins focus on body, spirits, and mind. Students of the realm of elemental magic, sorcerers concentrate on offensive and utilitarian that word of magic. Sorcerers are downright rotten fighters, barely able to learn the use of dagger, the staff, and the bow effectively. They are forbidden any kind of armor or shield, and they have the lowest hit points of all the classes. With that aside, sorcerers can wield mighty offensive spells and have access to the mirrored path of the light and the dark, from which come the best spells in the land. After plenty of spellcasting experience, sorcerers can be promoted to wizards, gaining 1 hit point and 1 spell point per level, and then to archmage, gaining another hit point and spell point. No secondary skills are forbidden to sorcerers. And last but not least, druids are a hybrid of the sorcerer and cleric classes. They make poor fighters, better only than the lovely sorcerer, and have relatively few hit points. On the plus sides, druids can use both sorcerer and clerical magic. Druids may not learn light and dark magic, and they can only use the staff, dagger, and bow as weapons, while wearing only leather and shield as armor. All secondary skills are open to the druid, and as an added bonus, druids may begin the game with the learning skill. Druids can be promoted to great druids, gaining 1 hit point and 1 spell point per level, and eventually to arch druid or arc druid. I never really learned which one it is, getting another spell point and another hit point per level. So in this game, we're missing the ranger, the monk, and I have a feeling it will be somebody else, and the thief. Yeah, the thief class here is also obsolete. But out of these 4 classes, having a sorcerer and a cleric is smart, but not necessarily necessary. I am considering doing this without a sorcerer. However, being the boring person that I am, I like having somebody concentrate fully on elemental magic and one concentrating fully on stealth magic. I'm a big sucker for knights, so I am considering Knight, Cleric, Sorcerer. Actually think that wouldn't be the worst idea ever, because knights are super powerful and they can easily protect the weaker party members. But we'll see. So, as with races in Might and Magic 7, different races there would have like the different beginning of the stats. Like, for example, this would be very much an elf, wouldn't it? And this would be very much a goblin. But here it is all determined by classes, luckily. So, since my 2 knights will have no need for intellect or personality, Serena, I'm going to change her name some pictures. The cleric won't have a need for intellect, and you won't have a need for personality. This is pretty good. So, let's go to the most important part. What names are they going to have, and how are they going to look?
I'm ready. Choose me.
How about me? Choose me.
It's me you want.
It's help you need. Choose me.
Pick me.
You gotta pick me.
Hey, choose me.
I'll be fit for your party.
Ready? Pick me. I'm the one you want.
Yeah, that's my man. He's definitely in this party, and he is going to be one of the knights.
Take me with you.
I'm the one you want. You want to choose me? Pick. I'm the one you want.
I just have to find a good name for him. He's just so extreme and over the top. I swear.
Take me.
Choose me or suffer.
There we go. That's the one I'm looking for. Choose me or suffer.
Choose me or suffer. You choose me.
I am not
the
giving
one.
up until I get a really
I'm
fancy
the one
name.
you want. You choose me or choose me. Choose me. I'm the one you want.
Bob.
Choose me or suffer.
Manny.
I'm the one. Choose me.
I want something
I'm the
that
one you
screams.
want. I'm the one. I'm the one you. I'm the one. I'm the one you want.
Yeah, this is gonna be a bit annoying, but we're just gonna have to do
Pick.
it.
Choose me or suffer. You choose me. Pick. I'm the one. Pick. Choose me. You choose me or you want. I'm the. You want. I'm the one. You choose me. You want. Choose me or suffer. Choose
Luigi,
me.
no.
Take me.
Choose me. I'm the one you want. Choose me. Choose me.
Yeah, I am gonna
Choose
choose
me.
you, buddy.
I'm the one you choose me. I'm the one you want.
Zorex! That's kind of fancy. Sure, let's go with Zorex. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Choose me.
Ethel, that kind of fits you. So, like, I have a set of, like, favorite faces. Unfortunately, in this game, the women are not super interesting. I like her because she looks like she's, like, a brothel madam. And, I don't know, apparently that charms me. I'm actually gonna go with Ethel. Ethel is a charming name.
It's me you want.
Let's help you.
As for the
ready?
women, they
I'm
only have
ready.
4 of them.
Choose me.
And this is dull, generic white
How about
girl,
me?
brothel
Choose
madam.
me.
I look like a cartoon character.
It's me you want.
And-
Are you ready?
Yeah, whatever this is.
Choose me. Choose
So I'm
me.
thinking
Ready.
I'm just gonna go
Choose-
by
choose
names.
me. Choose- I'm ready. Choose me. Choose me. I'm ready. I'm the one. It's me you want. I'm the one. Take me with you.
Edna and Ethel, that sounds like
I'm the
siblings.
one. It's me. Choose. I'm the
I'm not
choose-
giving up. I'm gonna
it's
find a
me.
good one.
Choose me. It's me. Choose me.
Oh, Holy the Cleric
Choose
would have been
me.
actually pretty
I'm-
nice.
Choose me. I'm the one. It's me you want.
Yolanda.
Choose me. It's me. It's me. Choose me.
Eva,
me.
Vera,
I'm-
Judy,
choose
Kathy,
me.
Kay,
Choose me.
Cheryl,
Choose me.
Pamela,
It's
Pat,
me. Choose
Valerie,
me. It's
Shannon,
me. Choose
Cindy,
me. It's
Carrie,
me. I'm
Suzanne,
the one. It's
Ginny,
me.
Diane,
It's me.
Nikki,
I'm
Belinda,
the one. Choose
Rosemary,
me.
Marge,
Choose me.
Minnie,
Choose me.
Gloria,
Choose me.
Diana,
Choose me.
Gail,
Choose
Iris,
me. Choose
Wilma,
me.
Cornelia,
Choose me.
Celeste, Elsie,
Choose
Daphne,
me.
Beatrice,
Choose
Gloria,
me.
Bernice,
Choose me.
Jasmine,
Choose
Laura.
me. Choose me. Choose
Come
me.
on,
Choose
let's
me.
get a good
It's
name
me
here.
you want. Choose
None of these
me.
actually
It's me.
scream out to me
It's
that I should.
Choose me.
Okay, you know. Sure, Melody. Okay, I was about to give up.
Pick me.
Now, for my sorcerer, I
Gotta
want one
pick.
of the more
Choose me.
feminine or.
Come on, choose me.
Ooh, that's right. Actually, I remember I used this guy last time I played through normally. I used this guy as like my paladin, I think.
Choose me.
I'll be. Hey, choose me. You gotta pick
This
me.
guy was Bruno. I have to go with Bruno. I love that name and I hate it, but like.
Hey, choose me.
Come on, choose me.
Pick me.
But it's so funny to use like this hardcore
I'm
guy
gonna
as
win.
like.
Come on, choose.
Pick me.
Come
Like
on.
if we get like a
Pick me.
super
Come on,
Pick
hardcore.
me.
Ready?
Pick me.
Ready?
You wanna win?
Benito.
Pick.
Come on.
You wanna win? You wanna win? Pick me.
I'm the.
You wanna win? You wanna win? Pick me.
Percival! Sir Percival, the arch sorcerer or arch wizard. Sure, I always like. I'm gonna miss having one of the more feminine men with me. So I'm thinking, should I exchange?
Choose.
I know,
Come on,
this is
choose
probably
me.
super
I'll be
annoying
fit.
for you
Hey,
to watch.
choose- You gotta pick me.
You ready?
You gotta
But-
pick me.
Pick me.
You gotta pick me. Let's help you. You gotta pick me.
Lance,
Pick me.
You gotta pick me.
Herbert,
You ready?
You gotta pick me.
You ready?
You gotta
Pick me.
You gotta
Pick me.
Heather. There we go. I know it's a male name as well, but just okay. So I know there's only one of that lady here. I normally go very like 2 male, 2 female, but there are way more male characters in this game. And let's be real, the men here have more interesting personalities and voices. But I think this is our party. So let's see. Zorex the Knight. I want you to start with sword, that's fine. Leather, that's fine. Bow and bodybuilding. Ethel. Same deal with you, except you are also going to have disarm trap and bow. Now, Heather, the cleric, you are gonna start with spirit magic as well. We're per usual in this game as well. I'm just gonna ignore mind magic. What is a plum? Oh no. Right, it's that. And shields, you get some more protection. Percival, you actually start with dagger in this game, which is pretty nice. I'm gonna keep that. Air and meditation, water, sure. So let's just boost these skills up to 25 that they're gonna mainly need. Do. Then a secondary skill up to 20. Except for Heather, so I'm gonna get some more endurance. Okay, I think this is it. Meet Zorex the Knight, Ethel the Knight, Heather the Cleric, and Percival the Sorcerer. So, as you see, the interface is pretty much exactly the same. You can walk, like I'm doing right now. You can run, like I'm doing right now. Yes, this is running. You jump a bit further in this game compared to Might and Magic 7, but that doesn't really make it game-changing in any way whatsoever. And the interface is also pretty much the same here. You see their skill, or like their stats, their hit points, defense, whatever, how much damage to do, and then their skills. So, let's see here. I'm gonna put on leather armor. That is the lightest and most easily made among the armors. Leather armor offers the least protection. This particular suit is of average quality. But hot damn diggity, this started with a valuable ring of thought. A large star sapphire flanked by 2 smaller rubies decorate on other words plain gold band. That's actually worth a lot, and we're gonna sell it. Impressive. There is one of the letters. We're gonna read it in a few seconds. We're just gonna, equip people. Hit points +2. You know what? We're gonna sell these.
It worked.
A longsword of simple make and design. This longsword is deadly nonetheless. Crossbows are the deadliest ranged weapons made since the time of wonders. This crossbow is made of stout yew wood and metal fixtures, but is otherwise rather ordinary. In this game, there's no alchemy skill, so technically you can mix black potions from the start, but black potions in this game are less powerful. They add a lot to one skill, but take away from, or to one stat, but take away from every other stat, so it's not as useful as you think. Yellow potions in this game have gained a lot of more usefulness. It adds 10 points to primary statistics temporarily, which, in this case would actually be like 33% plus, so. A small wooden shield designed to protect mostly against arrows. We are really lucky for rings right now. These are very expensive and nice rings. Little more than a glorified club, this common mace is made of ordinary metals and unexceptionable craftsmanship.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, wow, we did get one, well, we got one sparkling ring. But the rest are like
Okay.
pretty expensive ones.
Yes.
The common dagger, favorite of thieves and assassins the world over. And also, Percival. Love these guys already. They're gonna be so charming to play with. And, I'm gonna finally read a letter. Then we're gonna end the episode here, actually. We're gonna try to keep these episodes to about 30 minutes, and we spend a lot of time creating our party, which is natural. My dear Solomon, you have done well, and I hereby promote you to High Priest of the Second Circle. There is a sum of gold waiting for you in the hands of Andover Potbello in New Sorpigal that he will turn over to you if you tell him the Sandman sent you, and show him the seal on this letter. Sandman. I like that. The handling of the Roland affair was masterful, and I especially liked the snowstorm touch. It really put the fair in him, didn't it? Superstitious fool. His removal has moved our timetable ahead by at least 2 years and has spared us the trouble of assassinating him at a more delicate time. All arrangements are in place. My minions have engineered the recall of Queen Catherine to her homeland in Arafia to attend the funeral of her father. She will not return this year, and that only leaves her worthless brat Nikolai and that idiot regent Wilbur Humphrey running things at the palace. The people have begun to sense that something is wrong, that perhaps the gods are angry, that perhaps the Iron Fists have lost the mandate of heaven. Just a few more disasters, and there may well be a full-scale rebellion. And we will be waiting at the breach, ready to step in and tell the sheep what to do and when to do it. Already our temples spread across the land, offering aid to those displaced by disasters and comfort to those bereaved. Yes, remain in New Sorpigal and stay out of sight. When the time is right, you will be contacted and given further instructions. So take heart and know that our plan proceeds smoothly, and we'll be ruling this world too. Your position in our hierarchy will be very high. Love, Xenofex. That's a familiar name now, isn't it? Well, so next order of business would go to be to the bar and meet this Potbello guy and tell him something from Sandman. So we'll do that in the next episode. I've been Mighty Gamer. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Until then, bye-bye!